Hello there. Hi there, everyone. It's Marlene from Art by Marlene. Welcome to this day 20 live of the Art by Marlene Advent Calendar 2024. I'm just waiting to see if we can see some people popping in. I just announced that the live will be at 10 o'clock. So just giving it a second. If you are watching this later on YouTube when I post it there, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And for those of you watching it live, don't forget also to pop into my Instagram and YouTube so you can find me there too. Hey Agnieszka. Hi there. Glad you could watch. So I'm just waiting a couple of seconds. So I've got my little box that I've taken out from the Advent calendar. Crafting makes everything better. There's the tomorrow's envelope in there. And today it's day 20. I've got my little book on the side. Sorry. And that is the back side of the envelope. Love that one. So, let's see. Is there anyone popping in yet? No. So, let's get started. I'm going to take out the day 20 stencil, and that is this fun floral stencil. So, I immediately think I know what I'm going to do with this. I first thought that I was going to do something totally different, but this morning I decided, I don't want to. I will just go with a new plan. So I'm just going to grab some paper. So let's see, some collage paper. Here's more collage paper. So the collage paper is the thin paper that we're going to work on. So I'm going to remove all of this, my journal and my whatever. I'm going to remove all of that to the side. Hopefully I know where I put it in a while. So I've got here the ABM SI DPP 245 and the DPP 244, and that is the collage paper, which is 20 sheets of a really lightweight paper. There's 10 patterns, and each pattern you receive twice when you have these. Good morning, Marianne. You're in the car watching, and you're traveling to KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa to the coast. It's summer holidays there, and it's just a brilliant place to be in the summer. If you go in December to South Africa, it's just brilliant. Heidi, thank you. I like the stencil too. So what am I going to do? Sorry, I'm going to select a few papers. So this will probably work really well. And maybe this one too. So I think I'm going to take out one of these sheets and one of these sheets. And let's see if I'm going to take out anything from here. Maybe one of these. So let's just take that and see how we're going to go on with it. So first things first, I want to add my stencil pattern to this, I thought, and fuzzy cut it. But it's going to be a lot of fuzzy cutting for a live. Maybe I have to rethink this. At first, my first idea was going to stencil this on these different papers, and then fuzzy cutting them all around, and then collaging them into my little book. But there's going to be a lot of fuzzy cutting, I think, for a live. So I'll have to go on to plan B. Oh, see how my plans change. That is just how my brain works. So then we'll have to change the idea. We'll have to go in, let's see, day 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, day 19, and today is day 20. So I'm just going to put an acrylic block as a support behind my little book. And what will I do? What I think I'm going to do is then maybe I'm going to paint circles. So just bear with me, because we'll have to do the whole rigmarole again of gessoing, whatever. We're going through the whole process again. So you can see my there what we have, and then just grab a paintbrush. I would like a bit of a drier paintbrush. So let's grab a piece of kitchen roll, making sure I just press all the moisture from my cleanly washed paintbrush. So let's just put some gesso on those pages. So why do I want to gesso both pages? You might want to ask yourself, why am I gessoing both pages if this page is already white? Well, the reason for that being is you want the same absorbency in both sides for when you're going to paint over it and you're going to create what I'm going to do. You want this two sides paper to react the same way. And sometimes I don't want it white and I want the same absorbency, so then I cover my pages actually just in gel medium. So I have both my pages with the same absorbency. And I know my paint will react on everything the same, but I don't, because your gel medium is translucent, I don't actually cover my pattern or my color. That will make some travel time disappear. Yes, isn't it, Kim? Watching live on your way. I hope you have earbuds in, or AirPods or something, so your husband doesn't have to listen to all my explaining on his way. I gather he's driving. Every now and again I just touch it to see if it's dry yet. That's good enough for me. So we can do a lot of different things. We can now go in and we can use our little blending brushes, and we can actually do what I'm going to do now with my paint brushes. You can do with your blending brushes and ink. But I think what I'm going to use now is I'm going to use my markers. Oh, your son is driving. Oh, that's a bonus. So I'm going to go in with my markers. And what I'm going to do on that, just on the border, is just take a paintbrush, just make sure it's a bit damp, and just blend the colors a bit, just on that border. also helps to work, or what works is just cleaning your paintbrush off with a baby wipe. So let's see. And then going into so I'm not worrying about that because I know I'm going to just blend that together, and then I'm going to move that. And I'm just going to blend those two together. And then let's just blend that until it fades. So that'll be big enough for me to add a flower over that part. Can you see that? Just going to move my light because it's doing that wibbly wobbly thing again. I don't know if you can see it. It's still doing it. Was it better? It's better now. So let's go into the next color set. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to go into orange and yellow. So what I'm trying to teach you, if you can call it that, is just to be free with your products and to use them in ways that is easy, no pressure. So let's just grab, can you see that? It's just very light. Morning, Patty. So let's just move that. It's just a damp paintbrush. It's not wet. Just to blend those colors out. So I want to do a circle and just want to see that way. So I'm going to do yes, it's my Christmas jumper again with the all the colourful thingies on it. I'll just have to give this one a shake. Hi Nikki, are you finally caught up? So there we are. And then maybe going to a blue. And then a purpley colour. There we are. Now, let's see. How's the kitten doing? She's actually quite good. She's very, very naughty. I mean, that's just kittens. Every time I think of naughty kittens, I think when I was visiting Kim that she had this double-sided tape on the edge of her couch that you could just remove, because then the kittens won't, what do you call it, claw their nails into your couch. But, sorry. Every single time I see her and I think of Kim and I think, oh gosh, poor Kim. Now I understand. It is just, they are quite looking for new adventures all the time. No, Patty, actually the factory where I have them can only give me these colors, so no, unfortunately not. So I love my pens, but my pens is definitely not a substitute for all the other acrylic pens out there, because you need thinner ones and thicker ones, and I understand that. But mine is a very brilliant, nice, it works nice. Just a paint tip pen. And if I can get a factory that can give me more colors. I was busy with a company and it just didn't work because of just the location. Everything was just a bit difficult. What I'm going to do is just do this, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to blend it out because I don't want it to be that bright. Just going to there we are. Just a bit like that, because when I put this over there, I think it'll just be nice having some color through there too. And now I'm going to go in, see how big this one is. Let's do oh, here's my other one. I only have the old one lying here, and I was thinking, why is this not working? I mean, I've had these for 2 years, a year before I actually released them. But I don't want to throw the older ones away, because sometimes I have techniques where I'll have to have a bit drier edge, so then they work for me for that again. So I'm a bit bad like that. I don't throw my art supplies away easily. And even if they're totally dry, I use the tip to blend paint. It sounds terrible, but that's just the way my brain works. Why throw it away? It's just like a brush tip then. Even if it's not hardened, if it's almost empty, and you just make sure you take with water, you take all the excess paint off there, it won't dry, and then you can use it as a blender. Let's see, I'm going to do a bit of a pink on this one. Just to make sure I just repeated that color over there. And then let's do a purple. So I'm not going to see the dark purple. I'm just blending it so it doesn't disappear. And then we have the pink. I'm going to go to a red. There we are. And maybe just add a bit of that red on that side. So I think we've repeated quite a few colors and patterns all over. I'm going to take these away for the time being. Cat proofing, the struggle is real. Yes, Kim, it is. So now we have that, and now we're going to go in and do your stenciling. And I'm going to do the stenciling in black, I believe. I think I'm going to do it in black, and then afterwards I'm going to paint my background in a color, but I don't know which one yet. So that is just, I can hear my son just came home from school, the last day of school before the holidays. He's turning 18 tomorrow. And then they're off to Krakow. Luckily, Agnieszka, thank you for offering, if there's a problem, that you can help them. Really happy to have a person that knows people there. So I'm just taking my water, just putting my little sponge in my water, making sure it absorbs all the water, pressing all the excess moisture out. Do it again, pressing it out, doing it again. And you can just see it becomes just a really, really, really large sponge that way. And I press all the excess moisture out of it. So then we're going to just go in and stencil through So what you have here is that you won't get a very fine detailed. If you want that to be really detailed, I'll show you something else. Maybe I will show you that. Just 1 second. Where is it? Which one is my black? Oh, can't find it. My Versify. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Not the Versify, the Ranger one, I think. We'll have to have the stays on because it has to dry on the background. So just remove this quickly, dry it, dry everything quickly. Oh, I've got such a little, I'm not sick at all anymore, but it's just that my throat, you hear that little crinkle in my voice the whole time. It's irritating. So let's see, how do we do this? I'm never going to line it up again, probably. There we are. So that is how we had it. So if you want that to be more like a very clear impression, you are better off using this little stencil brush and ink. So when you go onto a smooth surface like gesso or something else, you need to use a permanent ink. So there you will see. Yes, my son is also going to go to all the different parts. They've booked a tour, English speaking tour in Auschwitz. Let's just re-ink this. I always buy inks that have re-inkers, because otherwise I go just star crazy. So there's just the Stays On Black, jet black. Then it looks more like a stamped image. And you can clean your stencil with Stays On Cleaner if you want it to be white again. You won't be able to wash it just with liquid or with a wet wipe. There you are. Can you see that? It just looks a bit better. So I'm just going to put another acrylic block under here because it's not high enough. So this is flat. Let's put that down. Oh, you just received the Golden Oldie book. You like it? Oops. Yeah, it's good to have a backup plan for them. I was really happy. The whole time I was thinking, wow, I wish I knew someone there just for in case, you know. And I really, really do hope I don't need the in case, but rather safe than sorry. So yesterday I said in January, on the 17th of January is the release date, and the release date is when all the products are available for sale in the stores and where they sent it out to the stores, and people are allowed to sell it from that date. There is stores that have pre-orders out at the moment already. You can order it in pre-order, of course, not a problem. But I might change the pre-order period for the next times, because I sometimes like it to introduce my range the first time and not having other people show the range and reveal it to the public. I kind of like to do that myself, but I can't always prevent it from happening. But I will, at the end of the first week of January, I will probably do a reveal, a live reveal, showing you everything that's in the new products. So I have the ladies in South Africa has already seen my apron. I have an apron that's in the January collection. I'm pretty sure that'll sell out pretty quickly. We did order quite a lot, but I think it's going to be really popular. It is not it's not a cotton apron. It is absorbent on the inside, and it's got a smooth layer on the outside, which is waterproof, to prevent, if you have things like ink or water dropping on your lap, that it won't seep through your apron onto your clothes or paint. You receive 3 buttons with it, 2 or 3, I think 3 buttons with it to put onto your apron. There we are. That looks fun, doesn't it? And of course, if you don't want to hold it like I am, you can always use my craft tape and just secure your stencil to your page. This is very doable indeed, Kim. This is a very doable page. There we are. So that is our stenciled image. And I think that looks quite good, doesn't it? It's not difficult. It is drawing circles, gessoing, drawing circles. So when you see me blend the paint markers, it's because I've got gesso on my underlayer. You won't always be able to blend your markers if you have a very absorbent paper, because it'll just pull into the paper immediately and there won't be time to blend it. Because you've got a not that absorbent surface, because you've got the gesso on there, it gives you a bit more time to just blend out the colors into one another, which I think is quite nice to do. But you can do what you do. I do me, you do you. So let's go on. Instead of now doing the black in the background, or will I do the black in the background? No, I'm going to do yellow. I want to do yellow. And I'm going to do boom and hot curry mixed, and a bit of that ballet, a bit more, and with funky in the mix. Some of my paints are going on empty. I just had a new stash of paint sent out to me, but it's as if I think they don't believe me. They think I'm probably eating the stuff, because it's just, I use paint a lot. I'm gonna go in there. That's it. Let's see how we can blend that towards that one. You can hear the concentration. I stopped speaking. Oh, that is just so bad, isn't it? So that's where you can blend it all. Just going to put it a bit low. I don't know if the lamp is now into the camera. Maybe it is. But that way it's just easier for me to see. a South African friend of mine that went to school with me, also lives in the Netherlands. And this morning I saw her posting something saying it's the first day that we had, she can see the sun peeking through in like 14 days. And she says, not even if it's just for 15 minutes, we'll just take it. And that is really how I feel here. It's just been these terribly dark days. But tomorrow, I know, luckily, that tomorrow is the shortest day in the Netherlands. And then it starts, the days become longer and there's more light again. So it's not dark now, like dark during the day, but there's just no sun. And like tomorrow, it'll usually get dark at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon already. And then after that, it'll just start and just become brighter days again. So I'm going to go in with more of the pink over there. So what a day tomorrow. My youngest is turning 18. Our daughter is 22. And now my puppy, my youngest one, is turning 18. He's not even celebrating it because he's leaving on Sunday morning at 3:30. They want to leave and they're going to drive through to Berlin. He will just be far away. So it's just amazing and that they're going away, but difficult for mommy. You can hear that. Let's go in and maybe put the pink over there. Who's playing along? Hi, Lisa. And other Lisa too. Lisa Cunningham and Lisa Gretton. So Lisa Gretton is from the UK. Lisa Cunningham is South Africa. Yeah, you have to think of me because because this is going to be quite difficult for me. I mean, whoever decided that it is your sole task as a parent to look after your kids and make sure that they're always safe till they're 18, and then suddenly when they're 18 you have to let loose. I mean, it was hard for me with my daughter, but she was always a very independent person. But with my son, now it's your youngest, it's even harder. He was first going to give a party for his 18th birthday. And now that's also not happening, so it just feels really weird. There we are. So that is the background, I think. Yes, Charlene, I'm understanding what you're saying. It's Irene's birthday. Kay Craft just said Irene is their warehouse manager. And I met her when I was in South Africa, so Irene is her birthday. So happy birthday, Irene. K-Craft is our distributor in South Africa. So that is the base of the page. So now we're going to start playing on top of that. So let's see what we can do in there. So for that, I think I'm going to first grab the blue. I'm going to give it a shake. And then maybe just go in a bit of that marker. On top of that, it makes it look a bit more painterly. And I don't try and make a perfect impression on, or perfect lines. It's all about making it look fun and not as a hard stenciling lines. I like it to look like it's painted and it's decorated and it's patterned and it's just real. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It should look real. Oh, you are lucky that you have a few more years before you have to experience that. That's quite a shock to the system. I mean, who ever decided that that was a good idea, letting your kids go? Oh. So I'm going to just go on the outside of this and just draw a pink. Border. Just having a bit of pink in there. Then having that there. Maybe having a bit more. That, and now I'll have to just have these little scallop shapes, so it looks like a part of the flower there. And you try and do the same thing but just in a different way on several places on your son is coming home for Christmas. What did you say, Patty? He's only 21, but he started his first job in the north of the UK. Oh gosh, you're probably very happy. My daughter lives in Amsterdam, so we don't see her that often, maybe once a month or twice a month. And she's coming home for Christmas, so that's going to be fun. So that starts looking like a colourful, playful something. That is what we're going for. So you don't want to make everything exactly the same and use the same pattern, because then the stenciled image will look all the same. But as soon as you change up a few things in there, it'll look like different patterns on there. So that's what we're trying to do, is just grabbing that just in a different way. And looking, I'm just going to see this. maybe in there. And what I like to do is, because I'm working on a colorful background, I always like to just wait until that layer dries and I go over it another time, because that is what makes your colors really pop. Oops, my marker just went into my orange paint. Oops, oops, oops. Just grab a baby wipe. The life of an artist. So let's go over that a second time. And that just becomes more vibrant. Now we have to look for this one also, maybe also a bit of red, and I'm going to do something different with that. I don't have to do a second layer because my underlay is quite light there. And I'm going to go in with my light one and just but if I would only go in with the light on that pink background, you won't see it. So that's why you need to work in layers. So let's see. We want some of that light turquoisey green. And I kind of like to just turn my page to fit the angle of my hand. Yes, I'm specifically not using the jelly plate, and there's so many techniques that I can show you on the jelly plate and on metal and on with embossing and everything, but the thing is I have to try and not to use too many supplies. There's a lot of people already complaining that I'm using so many supplies that's not in the advent calendar. So it is I mean, I have to work with something. Of course, the advent calendar won't give you everything for a project, but it does give you a broad or a wide amount, I feel. And I do feel that it's really value for money. So let's see. How do you think that's looking? Now let's go in with that blue again. Maybe just a pop of blue and that pink. Maybe just a mini dot in there. And then just a little blue stripe on that black part going around there. And I'm missing something still over there, so I'm trying to think what I will do, and I might just grab my yellow for that one. I know, I feel it's an amazing value for money too, Lisa. I'm just going to grab the other one. This one has got a And what are you writing? Amazing value for listening. Yeah, it's a great addition to your existing stash, indeed. It is. Just going to take it a bit higher. So it can go right around. And all of it will go to the border. There we are. So that just makes it look more brighter, I think. And just maybe just add a bit of a yellow stripe in between there. So that's becoming quite a vibrant, don't like that. I think I need the white one. Let's just give this one a shake. Then go in with my white. So we'll have that, and just a little white stripe on the yellow. That'll just make it pop at the edges there, and then maybe just on a few places there. And on that pink, maybe add a white dot at the edges there. Agnieszka, I used to make jelly plate prints or gel plate prints for gel press. So I used to make a lot of videos and was on their YouTube channel. So if you go to their YouTube channel, you go to Art by Marlene, you will find some tutorials in there. It's not on my own YouTube. I actually just removed loads of older videos from my YouTube. Just a few, I believe 2 months ago, because I just thought, just remove them. Most of the products I used in them wasn't available anymore, and I just thought, oh well. If you want to see YouTube tutorials on my products, you can follow my design team. They make gorgeous videos. There's a couple of ladies that makes video. Tammy makes videos, Kim makes videos, the Paper Ladies creates videos. So that you can always follow them on YouTube. You can follow me on YouTube, and then see what we post on there too. But also Instagram. On Instagram, I repost a lot of stuff from other designers that works with my products, and that way you can find them and see who makes inspirational stuff with my products. So I think that is it for this page, really. Let's just see what we're going to do there. I think that is a fun page. So we're going to do a day 20, and I think I'm going to have that hanging from the top there. I'm going to use it as is. So I'm going to cut off that little beastie boy. Oh, I was having so much fun Yesterday I was still busy doing the paper elements for the Christmas collection next year. And they are so much fun, I think. Quite a bit of work, but I mean, you can't expect something nice if it's not a lot of work, so I don't mind it. It's fun to do. So I'm having a Christmas collection of paper elements next year, and I am having a normal collection of paper elements, and those are coming out, I believe, in July. And then I've got the craft advent calendar coming out in April. Oh, the craft advent calendar, the craft mat. I'm going totally bananas. So having that hang there from the top looks fun. That's why I didn't put something in there, because I wanted that one to hang from there. The Beastie Boy. And there's of course, I've got a beautiful catalogue for everything that you can still order from us and that is still available and will be available for 2025. That catalogue will be coming out in January, and it'll give you, and for the shop owners, will give you a good catalogue to show you all the stencils and stuff that you can still order and what is still available. So not everything that's been in my collection, of course, but it will give you a good idea of what is still available. So now I'm just having a look at my page just to see what else it needs. And I kind of feel this is a bit boring. It's a bit stale. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to look for something. So just bear with me for 1 second. Oh, no, this one, no. As you know, I do have a vast stamp collection. So I'm going to go for the passport stamp. It's called Stamp It. And I'm going to just go and just grab my ink, my black ink, that I just put away. So what I first want to do is just grab that little border . In there. I just want to make sure I stamp the border everywhere. That looks good. That just gives you that finishing, otherwise it just doesn't look finished to me. You might think it looks finished, but to me it doesn't. And I'm going to just grab this little star. And I'm going to clean this. I'm just going to grab my pink permanent ink. And I'm just going to grab a baby wipe just to make sure that, or try just to get the extra, because I never clean my stamps, just get all the extra ink off there that's on there. So I'm just gonna first make sure that it's stamping pink and just rub it off all the extra color that's on there. Yes, now it's good. And now I'm just gonna add that little pops of bright pink to my background. That's it. I think that just makes it worthwhile. More interesting, more to look at. And some people say that you shouldn't do so much and keep it quiet, but it just doesn't feel right for me. I like more is more. More pattern, more playfulness, more color, more quirkiness, more whimsy, and then it makes me happy. So let me bring this one up to the camera so you can see what the book really looks like. And then hopefully you enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.